Hey, happy Thursday, everyone. A little blast from the past. Got rocking the black and white camera today. I literally just found out a little hack for my streaming software. I'd upgraded to the latest Mac OS system, and apparently that streaming software is not up to date yet. So there's this kind of hacky workaround, and I can't use my regular preferred webcam, but hopefully everything else is working. We have audio. Anyone in chat confirm audio? Let me see. Maybe I can. Everything else is working. Yeah, I hear it. All right, cool. So let's get started. Tonight's gonna be pretty fun. I think we're going to do. I'm gonna pilot a usability test from one of our regulars, Ralph, who hopefully will show up, and we can talk with him a little bit more about that. And then I also want to knock out something that I've been wanting to do for a long time that's going to help the product design team at AngelList avoid using, real or realistic data. So having some dummy data we can use with Sketch for both images and all kinds of different text. So that's what we're going to do tonight. For those of you who are joining the first time, hey, welcome. My name's Adam Ruff. I'm a product designer at AngelList on the venture team. You can see my little website up there. I'll just practice putting stuff in chat because I try to get in the good habit of posting links. The next time you're looking for a design job, check out AngelList. It's fantastic for finding super cool jobs. Have excellent filters. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. All right. With that out of the way, let's dive into this usability test. So I've got a couple links from Ralph. And so basically, I have some high level, right? This is kind of like through Twitter direct messages, and I have enough of an understanding, I think, to do a pilot for this. So he's helping out this client who's got this like nonprofit site, and they're really interested in redesigning 2 specific pages. So those are the pages we're going to look at. And one of the issues the nonprofit said is that they feel these one or both of these pages don't do a very good job of explaining what they do. So I think that's kind of how I'm going to position this pilot study. Ralph has given me a couple questions. Tasks, basically tell me what you're seeing here. So like think aloud, that's a good one. And then he's got some things about like what's missing, what would I do next, all this kind of stuff. So let's check it out. Let me open up this first link here. Pull this up right here. And it's go time. All right. So here I am. I'm at something called The Opportunity. It looks like, is that Obama? And then some woman standing here. Legal aid is the least funded and most cost-effective way to address poverty in America. Interesting. Okay, so it sounds like this organization, Open Door Legal, helps provide assistance to like low-income people or people who are in poverty who need legal aid. Does that sound right to you? Yeah? All right, let's scroll on the page, see what happens. I don't know who this particular person is. Is this the kind of person who needs aid? Is this the kind of person who helps other people who need aid? I don't really understand who this person is or what their role is. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. 8,350 plus. The number of eligible low-income people per legal aid attorney in California. Okay, so that sounds like there are not enough attorneys, or there are now, number of eligible low-income people. Does that mean that 8,350 people per attorney need help, or these are just the eligible people? So already a few red flags. Like this information is hard to digest. Like this, like gritty 8,350. This really doesn't communicate to me that there's a lot of people. Imagine if there were like tons of tiny little faces, right? Something that shows like people. This doesn't really connect with people. And then it also starts to, for me, it raises my BS flag. Like, okay, these are the number of people eligible. What percentage of these, or what number of these, of people who are eligible actually need legal aid, right? It may be a fair number, and that's great, but knowing that information would be helpful. Because what if it was 2 people? There are 2 people in the US. Now, of course, this is ridiculous, right? I'm making just an extreme argument just to make a point that I don't get the information. So what I don't know what I don't know. So I don't know if there are 2 people who need help. Lack of funding. So is this someone behind bars? So this looks like a prisoner, someone who's in jail. I don't know why they're in jail. I don't know if that's the kind of, I don't know if I want to help people who are in jail because I don't know why they're there. There aren't enough attorneys because there isn't enough funding. If you add up the total amount spent in the entire United States by all public and charitable sources, it amounts to less than the cost of 1 jet bomber. How much does a jet bomber cost? I don't know. To me, this doesn't, it's like there aren't enough attorneys because there isn't more funding, so we should throw money at the problem so we can get more attorneys? Not sure how I feel about that. And again, I think this guy looks like he could be nice, but it also looks like he's in jail for something. Due to lack of funding, countries like Senegal, Malawi, and Nigeria all rate better in access to civil justice than the United States. Wow, that's pretty shocking. Interestingly, the countries that they talk about, they're literally covering up Africa. Which is kind of funny, but I guess if you're telling the story, sure, makes sense. It's proximity-wise. All dark-colored countries on this map are ranked higher than us. Does that mean US, or are they trying to say us? They're speaking as a US organization. It might be helpful just to call out ranked higher than the US by the World Justice Project. United States ranks 64. Wow, China ranks higher and better, and they're not even a country that really has a strong legal system. Civil justice, really? I find that hard to believe. Russia higher, Brazil higher. That seems shocking. Now I'm questioning how do these countries rate things? This World Justice Project. There's no link to it either, so I can't check. Right? I see there's little footnotes, so maybe I can see at the bottom, but there's nothing here that tells me where the source is or gives me some instant credibility. Like, oh, I believe this information. This makes sense. This means there's usually no help. So what's the problem? When your property is seized, when sewage invades your home, yuck. When you're trying to escape abuse, when your identity is stolen. Okay, so these are some of the common problems that people are facing. So all of these things suck. And they're, the intensity of how awful they are is not portrayed super well through these little like simple cutesy icons, in my opinion. So like property is seized. I'm sure there's a graphic image. Sewage invading your home. Oh my God, that's just like, whoa. Trying to escape abuse, right? Your identity's stolen. All these things are like suck big time. I had to go all the way down the page before I even start to understand that this organization helps people who are dealing with these kind of issues. There are no consequences. All right, this is long text, so I have to read way across the page since there's usually no how bad people, companies, agencies are able to violate the law due to lack of legal aid attorneys, chances they'll ever be punished for misconduct, blah, blah, blah. Cost of defending sporadic suit. There's definitely a lot of like, just tell it to me straight. Just how would you tell, a 5-year-old? How would you tell your grandma and explain this stuff? It's a practical matter. Law does not protect the poor. Cool. Like, I believe that. 260% more problems. Without the threat of enforcement, illegal conduct proliferates. Slumlords, abusers, creditors continue to violate the rights of the poor. As a result, low-income Americans face about 260% more unaddressed legal problems. That's incredible. That's awful. I mean, no, there's so much that's associated, so much undesirable situations and consequences as a result of being poor, like the throwing on legal problems. Yeah, it sucks. We can change it. If we work together, we can make the law work for everyone. Legal aid is the only human service that faces a human adversary. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what that means. By changing behavior, blah, blah, blah. Legal services is both the least funded and most cost-effective way. Because I didn't really follow this. Legal aid, okay, you got people talking to people, got it. By changing the behavior of adverse parties, well, how are you doing this? We can ensure that fewer people will need help. I mean, what is this about? Is this about like giving money to go after slumlords and people who are taking advantage of low people in low income situations? Is that what it is? I don't know. How we're creating universal access. So there's learn more. All right, let me talk about the questions. Like, what am I seeing there? I'm seeing a lot of like little facts, little fact blurbs as I scroll down the page. Is it what I expected to see? Not really. I don't have a clear, like, these are the problems. I almost expected right here, right? People are dealing with these situations. Imagine if this stuff happened to you, right? That would suck. Now, imagine if this happened to you and you're poor. You have like no financial resources to address these situations. Now think about that, right? Okay, that's horrible. What can we do? What can we do about it? Oh, they say throw money at the problem. Okay. What does the money do? What does the money do? It puts a bunch of smiling people on the red carpet? Or are these we can change it? Are these people who are previously in poverty dealing with legal issues and they've all been helped? Are these all people who donated? I don't know who any of these people are. I don't understand. And it just, yeah, what's missing is really that connection, right? What are the faces that people in poverty are these legal situations that people in poverty are facing, right? What does this organization do with the money? Okay, let's say I give you $100. What does that $100 do? What does that go towards? And the last thing that's missing is a really clear story and case about how this helps address poverty. So like, how does this help people improve their situations? Because it says right here, the least funded and most cost-effective way to address poverty. If that's true, like, prove it, and that sounds amazing, right? Then we should all be doing this. If we have the means, we definitely should be investing in the most cost-effective way to address poverty. And what does this mean? Even what do they mean by address poverty? Does this mean help people move out of poverty, escape poverty in a sustainable way? I don't know. What would I do next? How we're creating universal access? I'd click on learn more. I see the researcher here is saying, what would you expect to see if you click learn more? How we're creating universal access. Well, because it's in this blue box about how we're creating universal access, I think learn more is going to tell me about this organization's universal access program or platform for legal help, legal aid, right? What would you expect to click if you... What would you expect to see if you click here's how it works? Maybe I should look at the other page. I didn't get any instructions about how I should look at these two pages. Let me open up the other page and see what that is. I think this actually is what happens when you click on the learn more. So let's find out. Yeah, it is. Okay. So it's these two pages. All right. this is their solution. We believe that everyone should be able to access competent and timely legal help. That's not a solution. That's a belief. That's a philosophy. I might agree with this philosophy, but it's not a solution. So already I see a disconnect there. Universal access. We built the country's first system of universal access to civil legal representation. Thanks to a unique technology platform, interesting, hundreds of dedicated volunteers and talented staff, we're able to represent low-income residents in over 35 areas of law. No arbitrary exclusions. They meet people where they are. They do the work for free, and they have some new tech infrastructure. Again, there's this woman. I don't know. Is she a member of the team? I don't know. I think there's a lot of images of people where I feel like there's potentially an interesting story, but I get nothing. I get nothing about it. So I have I have zero context. So I don't know what the point is showing me the pictures of people. Direct outcomes. So this seems like a lot of stuff that was missing from the previous page. 78% of the clients who they're helping earn below $15,000 a year, which I don't know if is that the current poverty threshold. I think that would be interesting to put some context, like poverty threshold US 2019 poverty guidelines. So if you have 2 people in a household, it's 16K. So it doesn't say, right? It'd be great to put that context in here. Like this is the poverty line. Like a vast majority of the people we serve are dealing with poverty. Little nit. This is like a huge pet peeve of mine, and maybe it's a small nit, but it's a big pet peeve, is not placing punctuation in big numbers. So put a comma there. Otherwise, it's like 1638 a year, right? It's just a small thing. Total cases closed, since we don't care about the date, January 17th. We don't care about the month. We don't care about the day. That's just silly. So now I'm getting into more. Total cases, total closed cases. Just talk about why say it so weird. It's cases closed. You don't need total, right? Obviously, it's the total. You're not going to tell me 10% of the cases closed. There you go. 1,638 cases closed since 2013. Areas of practice breakdown. This is kind of weird to have progress bars. What does this mean? Do these all add up to 100%? Why is others a big category? I don't necessarily know what all of these things are. Tort law. I don't know what that is. Wills, probate, family law, housing law. Okay. I think there's probably a little bit simpler way. And also put this in like terms people can understand. I'm not a lawyer. Like, what kind of issues? Is this the sewage invading the home situation? Tell me that. That's what I want to know. Don't need this icon either. What's this icon for? What happens if I click this? It's giving me a hand, like I can click on it. Doesn't do anything. It's kind of weird. All of these things are like clickable without links. It's just totally broken. Oh, now they added the commas, or did I do that? No, I'm pretty sure I only edited that one. 2,149 thousands of dollars in awards and settlements. All right, Ralph. I don't know if this is helpful, but 1,000,000 is a million. Yes. $2.1 million in awards and settlements. Again here, they're just doing a lot of things super weird here, huh? Whoops, I forgot to convert it. Let's just round. Let's just say over, let's say over 1 million. Over $1 million debt discharge, $2.1 million awards and settlements. That's way easier to grok than 1,000. Housing outcomes, non-monetary. 117 evictions prevented. 43 housing barriers. Do you mean plural? What is a housing barrier? I don't even know what that is. 20 people transferred to safer housing. Alright, I mean, you want people to live in safe housing. Cool. Seems like a small number when they're talking about you're going from these very big numbers to relatively small numbers. At these very small numbers, this might be a great opportunity to have some like case studies, not necessarily case studies. You don't need to call people out and point at them and have their names, but even just some like, even if it's a fake image, just show like a people. When you're talking at these like very people-based, you have 20 people, it's like 20 people, all right. If you told me like I spent $10,000 and I helped 20 people, I might feel like, I feel like I could have helped more than 20 people. So how can you, for things where numbers are not like a huge impact or like, wow, what a big difference we made, how do you connect more with that like individual story? That's my question. 62 move-outs delayed. Family outcomes. 24 parents reunited with children. Again, like these numbers are not huge, but these are 24 families, right? That's cool. If you could see even a picture like representative of people reuniting. Boom. Children's or victims protected. That's fantastic. 77 family conflicts resolved. Excellent. 36 divorces granted. I guess, depending on the circumstances of the situation, I guess that's good. Other outcomes. Oh wow, these like numbers are slowly moving. 59 blah blah blah. Driver's license. 1 deportation prevented. Again, like these numbers keep getting smaller and smaller. It makes me think, they're not really doing that much. But again, making that human connection. Hey, look at this person. Like, we stopped this person from being deported. That's something I connect with. One arbitrary abstract person doesn't have much of an impact for me personally. Social ROI. 6.63 direct benefit. What the heck is that? It's like a total BS number. Deterrence value. These don't mean anything to me. We analyze our costs, blah, blah, blah. Discover for every $1 we spend on services, we generated about $6. Okay, so this is money. That's great. If you had like, it would be even better if a third party analyzed their costs, right? Because whenever you're doing your own analysis, who knows what you're doing? If you're doing it correctly, if you're like fudging things, right? You always have to wonder. It may not be anything intentional, but there may be mistakes being made. But this is essentially that for every $1 spent, they generated $6.63 in financial benefits and deterred up to this much in illegal activity. So that story is missing here. That seems great. That's like, wow, look at the return. For every dollar I potentially, if I donated, right? For every dollar I give to this organization, I'm getting $6 of financial benefit and almost $15 in deterring illegal activity. That sounds pretty good. Sounds like a pretty good return. And again, they have these like funky bar charts. Like, okay, what is all this stuff? Join our key holder program. Okay. Why do I want a key? What does that have to do? What does this girl have to do with keys? I don't know. There's a lot of like scratching my head on the site. What would you expect to click if you see here's how it works? I guess I would expect to find out more about this key holder program, but I don't know why they just haven't asked me for money. So I like the researcher's last question. If you're the one building this project, what changes would you make? So there's quite a few changes. I think I would I don't know that you need these 2 pages. So I'm just gonna go back. Let's see, I think I edited this one, yes? Or did it already change? I think when I scroll, things change. I lost my comma there. How about the money thing? The money thing was on the other page, right? Where's the money thing? The 1,000. Oh, that is here. Yeah. All my stuff got changed. Because they do some funky animation. Over 1 million. All right, Ralph. Hope you're getting some value out of this. I think there's a lot of things I would change. I would really start focusing on like the impact that they're doing. Here are the types of problems. Boom, boom, boom. List. Oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks. Oh, I definitely would want to help people out in these situations. For every dollar you contribute, like we get this much in value and this much in value. You can check out our information, see how we did it here. Boom. Wow, that's amazing. Like my money goes really far. Cool. What are the kind of outcomes you see? Oh, here's some of the outcomes you see. Boom, boom, boom. Could even be like a little video intro. It doesn't have to be. There's a lot of good story elements here. They're just not put together in a way that flows like a cohesive story and that someone can grok by scanning. There's a lot of reading all this little text to figure out what the heck is going on here. And honestly, I wouldn't read that. Unless this is something I really care about already, then I probably don't even need to read it. But as someone who's never heard of this organization, doesn't know if it's something that I'm interested in supporting or not, they make it hard to figure out, like, is this a legit organization? Because the website doesn't do a great job of being really clear and transparent and just talking about, here are the types of problems we help. Here's what happens when we take your money. Here's how we apply your money to the problem. Here are the kinds of outcomes that we've got from the money that we applied so far. Like, are you a person who wants to see more of these outcomes? Then please donate money. I would ask for money. Seems like they keep going down a rabbit hole. Like, oh, you get down to the bottom of this. Hey, why don't you like learn more about universal access? Why don't you ask for my money? If you can't ask people for money on this page, then I think you haven't. It's clear that you don't have the confidence that you've really convinced people that they should contribute money, right? So I would focus on that really from a high level. Is like, okay, what information do people need? And in what way do they need to hear it to say, take my money, take my money, take my money, and kind of work backwards from that. All right, Ralph, thank you. That was pretty fun. I like the opportunity to check out something. Hopefully that was helpful, and maybe this kind of pilot version of your test helps you identify, are there some specific questions that you want to ask? Are there some specific tasks that you want to add? Anyways, hopefully that's helpful. Switching gears now. Let's grab Sketch up here. Put that down. We're gonna make that nice and big. So, yeah, AngelList. Sketch is our primary way of mocking things up and exploring new designs and doing handoff and assets to developers through Envision. And one of the things that we've talked about for quite a bit is, oh, wouldn't it be great if we had easy ways to add imagery, so we didn't have to like go to the website, copy paste images. Wouldn't it be great if we had access to names that weren't actual people's names, right? And same with images that weren't actual people's images. So that potentially, number one, it's it's great for being able to design because you can design for stuff and you don't have to worry about accidentally exposing something when you're sharing something. You don't have to be super paranoid about like privacy or this information because all this stuff would be just kind of dummy data, made up imaginary information that fits the format that you need to be able to test the designs. So that's what I want to work on today. So Sketch actually has a feature. If you go to Sketch and Preferences, you can see right now Sketch gives you some default data. Faces, names, tiles, world cities. Actually, I should check that out. Maybe I don't need to do so much for images. Let's try it out. I think the way we do this, we go to Data, Sketch Data, Face, and you put in a face. Okay, it's pretty cool. As long as there are no kids. I think that's the potential concern. Let's see if I can use Runner. Refresh data. They mostly seem to be adults. They seem to be a lot. In general, like younger. But maybe what I can do, they seem to be decent resolution. What I can do is save a number of these in another place. Or how do I access them? Maybe I could just filter out what's there already. Now, I want it to be something shareable that we could share with other groups. All right, let me do a real quick look at, see if I can find this folder. Where can I find the Sketch Data Faces folder? Okay, that's great. It tells it where it is, but I mean, where's the actual source? Is there a folder? Is this, no. No, that's not it. All right. Put my boring search down below and see if I can find. It should be a folder. All right, let's just say, what am I gonna do? Do I start somewhere else? Let's start somewhere else and come back to faces. Because this is super interesting. I guess a way that I can, I'm trying to think, what's the maximum size that we need? Maybe 300? I'll do 600 by 600. I'm just gonna create a page here for faces. And this gentleman is gonna be on it. And then we're gonna remove it from here. And then I'm going to, how many faces are enough? I'm trying to think of the most unique faces that we have on a screen. I think if we had 50, that would be plenty. So let's do 10 rows of 5. 5 rows of 10. Oops. And I put 0 spacing, but I think I can fix that. Duplicate control. Why is it being so slow? I guess at this size you need a lot bigger to be noticeable. Yeah, you can do it. Oh wow. Okay then. There we go. All right, get rid of you. Cool. Now, if we've got these all selected, are these all selected? Why doesn't it select all of them? Okay. Now let's try refresh data. Nice. This is a cool, this will be, I'm gonna duplicate this and refresh, although I lost my dude. I actually thought that guy worked pretty well. So I want to try to get him back. Do you see him? Do you see him? I'm just gonna keep duplicating. So basically I'm trying to find there's gotta be, are there 50 usable people in here? Did I get my guy back? There he is. I found you, dude. All right, so and this is like, all right, so I'm looking for people with like this dude. Definitely looks like, oh, I guess I didn't get him. This, oh, these kind of old white dudes, unfortunately. These look like, let's grab a few. All right, now we need some more variety. I'm trying to look for people who look a little bit more professional, because I mean, this platform is fairly professional. All right, this guy looking pretty snazzy. All right, how about women? Women who look fairly professional. Maybe like a business owner, someone who's a startup founder type person who jumps out. Maybe her. She looks very serious about something. All right, so this is gonna be my little strategy. I'm just gonna start with a handful of, start with these handful. All right, I'm going to make sure they don't have any borders. What are they called? Rectangle? I'm gonna come up with a naming structure. So I'm gonna call this, I'm just gonna have a code. I'm just gonna separate by gender. So this is gonna be M1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, one, 2, 3. Let's see if I can get an even set. So 5 and 5. I wish there were more like ones that look like somebody at work. Here, how about this one? Someone. It's kind of weird. It looks kind of staged though. Is there another one? Like something's interesting. All right, one more. Looks like someone at work. She at work? All right. She is now. Oh, actually, where was I? Where's the selection? Ah, I totally lost where I was. I was like, I saw another person. Okay. This and this. I feel like both of these ones here. Cool. Now we've actually got one more. Maybe we can find. Oh yeah, this dude. Backpack. Maybe. Maybe. Is there? Not even looking. He has a suit on. Alright, we'll go suit, dude. And where's that? My number. This guy right here. Go. Wait, that's 6. Shoot. 3. Oh, that's 6 and 6. Awesome. Okay. I need to rename this one. Command R, Command V. And what are we up to? 6. It's number 6. And this is 4, 5, and 6. Cool. So I've got this little group. Let's go ahead and export these. Make them exportable. I'll just export at 1x will be plenty. I'm going to export these to a folder that I create on my desktop. I'm going to create the parent folder. This is going to be AL Venture Sketch Data. Inside that folder, I'm going to create faces. I'm going to create male faces. You'll see what I'm doing here. Oh, this is going to do everyone. Let's actually go back up. So this will just be faces and export. Come on, make the folder. Boom. Ah, would like to access files in your desktop folder. Okay, you can do that. Image Optim. So I've got this plugin installed with Sketch Image Optim, so all these images are getting squished and optimized, which is great. Squish them again. These are still pretty huge, actually. Maybe I don't need things that big. Most of the time I'm doing like 64 pixels. So actually, let me, if I select all of these, great. Let's duplicate and let's do 240. And let's export these as well. It's gonna be all copies. Maybe do I have my rename layer? No. let's rename the file. I just rename these layers. I thought there was an easy way to do that. Rename selected layers. Let's use this plugin. Here we go. Oh, something might have been popping up on my other screen too. All right, so this is gonna be the layer name. I want to remove small. How do I remove copy? No way to remove copy. Okay, let's... Man, that sucks. Just want to remove copy. Rename layer. I guess I'll keep copy. Apple has a better renaming, so this is fine. This is fine. We'll export these the same way. Faces. And these are probably going to be way smaller. Oh yeah. Now let's get this folder open. Can I just do this? Good enough. And I think I'll just call these, I think I'll just name it, what did I do? 240. So I'm going to rename. And we're going to replace text. We're going to replace copy with 240 pixels. Boom, look at that. Nice. Actually, if I put 240 pixels at the beginning, then they would all map up. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters so much. But what is going to matter is I think I'll delete all the other ones for now, actually. I can't think of any current use case for these images so large. So I'm going to duplicate and then move them here. And then I'm going to remove the copy. Rename. Copy with nothing. Name. Boom. And then I'll create a new folder. Female faces. And I'll put these. I think this actually works better. Now I don't get copy. Nice. And those all got squished as much as I can. Awesome. Cool. So I have a super small set of faces. I think that will be my goal for the stream, is get a super small set of. So that will work for GPs and LPs. I need startup logos. I need VC firm logos. And I need some placeholder images. All right. Startup logos. Where can I find a bunch of startup logos? Ideally, like fake startup logos. Is there a way I can just generate a simple set? Generate a logo. Create a logo in seconds. I'm just looking for like super simple shapes, super free logo design. Create a logo, free like a logo generator. Simple logo generator online. Yeah, that sounds good. Free. Well, let's see what that is. Logo maker, creator. Company. I don't. I guess I need to generate fake startup names. So, startup name generator. 20+ success stories. Business name generator. Startup name generator. Startup company name generator. Name them. Alright, these sound potentially interesting. Oh man, enter keywords. Alright, let's do all design business. Short names, medium names, long names, all good. By the way, it shouldn't be radio buttons. These should be checkboxes. Brandable names. Okay, yeah, let's do misspellings. Enter words. Let's see how this does. Keyword design. Alright, come on. Slow as heck, alright. Oh my god, this is horrible. Did it do it? Oh my goodness. Alright, this kind of got all the designs in there too. Interesting. Can I just copy the image? Ooh, maybe I can. Huh. Alright. This may be what I need. Excuse me. Cool, let's try this out. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try this new plugin. Is this the one? No. Oh, I don't have the plugin. What is it? There's a new plugin. Product Hunt Scraper. Let's see. Chrome extension. Download images. Image downloader. Wow, almost 1 million users. All right, let's try this. Add extension. Show download confirmation, show downloading message, show file, blah, 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 show image URL filter, filter, image width filter, show only images from links option, images show URL text box, show open button, show down. I don't really know what impact that has. So sure, I guess it's saved. Let's see what happens when I click on this. Holy moly, it pretty much gets them, which is great. And then I just gotta pull probably these little icons from them. So, what? Why is the width? Why does it go up? Let's do the same. Can I type in there? I cannot type in there. I don't know what does this mean? Interesting. There's like, these are filters. I got it. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Let's pick some of these. All right, let's pick this one. And this one. And this one. This one and this one. I'm trying to grab the logos that have a logo mark that I can extract out. That one looks kind of ugly. But these are startups, so what does it matter? It's a torch. Whoops. What happened there? Did I get this one? I don't think so. That one's cool. This is super ugly. I'm looking for logo marks that could apply to other things too. This weird, like, blobby one. Cool, I think that's quite a bit, huh? So, if I go to my downloads, let's back up and I go to, let's make a folder. These would be startup logos. I need to get all of these into squares. So I'm gonna go back to Sketch and logos. I'm gonna bring all these over here. Wow, look at that. Imagine if that's your logo. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Oh, you know what? I have it on the stupid top chat instead of live chat. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen any chats. Oh, YouTube is really dumb about this. It's the dumbest thing. I'll show you. So I just switched it to live chat by default. Well, now YouTube's showing me things, of course, because I'm trying to show something that makes a point. But basically, my top chat was completely blank. And then I was like, oh, I need to go to live chat. And now I see. Hey, Ralph. Hey, Janice. All right, let's see. Was Ralph watching along? Hopefully it helped. RJ's in the house. Cho. Awesome. Benigu's here. Cool. A lot of people are here. All right. I've just been rocking and rolling like I'm a solo party here. Gotta remember that live chat. All right. I'm open for questions now. Now I'm gonna be able to see things. Apologies for not giving a shout out a little earlier. It's all these little things. It's like a million little things to remember. YouTube just doesn't have the default set up smartly. Actually, that's something I would love to do. I would love to do as a sabbatical someday. Just like go to all these companies, products that I use and be like, pitch them, hey, hire me for, you know, a month and I will help you create a roadmap that basically makes everything 10x better. All right. Wow, look at all these little logos we're gonna have. That's nifty. So what I need to do, let's see, it looks like the max dimension is 360 width. So one of the things I need to do is make a little square. I suppose it can be an artboard. I don't need to make a rectangle for no apparent reason. I'll go ahead and make a 360 by 360 square. And this will essentially be the template. And then I can paste that in here. And I'll name these Rebel Architect. What a great startup name. Should we start it Rebel Architect? I don't know. What would a Rebel Architect do? Tear down walls instead of build them? Alrighty. And like I said, I won't do all of these. Let's do, how many faces did I have? I had like 6 faces, right? So we'll copy these. Copy and paste. Good enough. All right, let's pick out like some that are, let's get a decent variety in here. Boom. Hot air balloon. Oh yeah. What else have we got? A pencil on fire. Doesn't get much better than that. Ooh, this funky little folding over one. And one more. Should we do this? I was gonna say, should we do a super ugly one? But I'm like, no. I'm either gonna do one of these. I think stylistically this one stands out more, and I think it fits in a square a little bit better. So let's do that. All right, cool. So now I have the full things. These are great. Now I'm gonna do a little duplication. I don't know why Sketch always duplicates in mirror image. That really bugs me too. This is a Sketch thing. See, if I would say, hey, Sketch, hire me, and I'll tell you like a few roadmap things to make your product 10x better. One of those is when you duplicate stuff, have it duplicate exactly. Like, I want duplicate to work the same way as copy paste. So duplicate, it literally made a mirror version, right? Which is like, all right, that's useless. But if I paste, right, this is what duplicate should do, right? I don't know how they got that. It's just probably not that high priority. How do you get that wrong? All right, and then I'm going to crop this thing. So let's see. Let's do that first. I'm going to do crop, and then, ooh, this is going to be tricky. That's not going to work so well. Oh, whoa. Okay. Maybe. Oh, maybe that did work well. Okay, but if I change this background color just to check, right now I've lost the white. So what I need to do, maybe we'll take it back up a step. All right, so here, guess I'm gonna do, I need some guidelines. So, oh, wait a minute. No, I thought I backed out of it. All right, we'll go all the way back. Let's get all these background colors to something that's slightly off-white so I can see better. There we go. Oh, interesting. There's actually no white behind it. Alrighty. I'm gonna figure out the dimensions of this thing. Make sure I have my border inside. Here it is. So it's 96 by 96. Cool. That's gonna help me. And I'm going to make this semi-transparent. I'm gonna put this through so I can see. Great. And this is my copy. So now I can grab my (96 by 96). Fantastic. and I can crop that. And that didn't really help me put white behind it though, did it? I guess I could have done the same thing the other way. And then what I will do is I'm going to give this a white. I know what I'll do. All right. This is 100%. I don't need this rectangle anymore. I'm going to use vector. And oh, come on, there we go. I'm just gonna kind of jankily fill in this thing. Ooh, that part's gonna be tricky. It needs a curve to it. All right, I'll have to. All right, I'm investing way too much time in this stupid icon, so I'm actually gonna pick a different one. That is going to be a much smarter decision. Something that I don't need to have like fill in the colors for. So let's do, man, actually almost everything shows through, doesn't it? I'll just put a white layer behind it. Yeah, I could do that. Shoot, I wish I wouldn't. Now I wish I wouldn't have got rid of that square. Anyways, remember it's 96 by 96. And I'm gonna move behind. And then I'm gonna make it white. And then I'm going to, I guess hide border. Border. Where's that border coming from now? I see. I was giving multiple borders. Alrighty. Boom. Cool. Okay, I think this is what I've got. Let's. Cool. 96 pixels. Nice. This is gonna be designolo. And what I can do, you know what I could have done? Oh my goodness. That was so much work for nothing. That was really silly. Alright. What I should have done is this. Background include and export. There we go. We're gonna make sure this is applied for all of them. Background include and export, white. Super simple. All right, I need my guidelines. And make this somewhat transparent. And now I can get it. Boom. 100%. Hide this. Fit. Boom. All right. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Background, yes. Ooh, this one is a little bit trickier, huh? I do want to make it a square. Now it's 94 by 110. So I just need to make 110. Move this thing over. That looks pretty centered. Cool. Now I can grab this. Whoops. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll just have, because that's actually the edge of that image. What's going on? Okay, here we go. This again. messed up. There we go. Crop. Fantastic. Rectangle. Get rid of this. I'm at 108. So 108, 108. There we go. Now I've got it in a square and I can do that. Yay. All right, a couple more, 3 more. 1 more than a couple. Let's just, I'm gonna try it without the helper, see how well I can do. Almost. It's actually not that bad because then I can move this one over. I don't need to do the square anymore. That makes it a little bit faster. Speed is important. 102, 102. And my keyboard shortcuts to get that sucker back in there. And I forgot to, like, this is square, this is square, this is square. Great. Squares are good. Squares make me happy. And let's do this one. All right, let's see. It's about right here. Ooh, pretty close. So it's 1 pixel off. Move it over, crop it. Fantastic. Got 80 by 80. Cool. Oh, I forgot to name these things. All right, we'll do that last. We'll do that last. Oh, this one's gonna be not a square by default. So let's see, right about here maybe. Ooh, 2 pixels off. 1, 2, and then 1 pixel. There you go. 1, 1, boom. Oh no, I'm still 1 short. Shoot. Okay, this way will be easier. I'm confident I'm only 1 pixel off. There we go. 106, 106. So let's see, it's 7:15. So once I get a few of these things together, then I'm gonna demonstrate applying them and kind of do a quick test. All right, so I've got Rebel Architect. This one is Designolo. This one is Design Visible. This one is Big, because I hit the wrong shortcut there. And I don't want to name, I want to name the artboard Designolo? No. Designello. Designello. Very big difference there. All right. Designingly. Designingly. And Design Torch. Cool. So now I've got these. I'm gonna export them at 1x. Oh, yes, include background. Fantastic. These are not going with faces. These are going in startup logos. I'll just go inside. Just gives me confidence that these things are exporting into the right place. Squash them, squash them. All right, they're squashed, nice and tiny. Cool. All right, I've got faces, I've got logos. I need VC Firm logos. All right, so this one, I'm trying to think how many on a screen. Well, I'm just doing this. I'm just doing a start. So we'll get 6. All right, we've been doing 6s, so we're gonna do 6. VC firms. Come on, let me. Why isn't Sketch letting me drag it down? There it is. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Have to go back to the web. What's that? Forgot what it is now. Logo downloader. Starts with a C. Starts with a C. Oh, for the life of me, what is that? I know if Chad were here, he would totally know what it is. He'd remember. He was the one who was suggesting we might use it. And what was it called? What was it called? Clearbit. Clearbit. I love it how stuff just comes out of nowhere like that. Clearbit. Company logo. Free logo API. There it is. Look at this. All right, so Andreas and A16Z. A16Z. Here it is. Pick it. Look at this. Beautiful. Love it. Boom. Next. Let's do Excel. Which one is Excel? Excel VC. It looks like just their name. Doesn't have it? Maybe it has it. No. What's their... It is excel.com. Ooh, they don't have one. Okay, so let's see. Is this an image? Is this SVG? What do we have here? Logo. Yeah. And then what do we have here? We have an SVG. Oh, cool. I can do my... Oh, where's my SVG downloading Chrome thing? Maybe it's on my other computer. Chrome extension. Download. SVG. Computer. Stop. SVG grabber. Add to Chrome. Add. Boom, boom, boom. Check this extension out. It's cool. I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna click it. Oh, come on. Maybe I need to reload the page. And then I'm gonna click it. Boom. Oh no. I'm gonna assume this is Excel. The code is copied. No, let's download it. Let's see. Huh. Let me try dragging it into Sketch, see what happens. Oh, there's just this. So it's that. All right, that's not the one we want. Let's go back. Let's go back. Maybe it's this one. Let's see. Back to Sketch. Whoa. No. All right. Let's look at a different one. I'm spending too much time. VC firms. Top 100 venture capitalists. These people. Here we go. Excel, Andreessen, benchmark. Let's try benchmark. Benchmark capital. Huh. I need the URL. Benchmark capital. Just benchmark.com, huh? What does their logo look like? They don't have one? What a website. Really? An insecure website that just has their address. Wow. Bold. Next. Oh, we do have this. Let's see what happens. Part of it. Part of the bench. Nope. Alright. Gotta pick up the speed. Go too slow on these. Index Sequoia. There we go. Sequoia. Sequoia. Boom. There we go. Here we go. Nice. Alright. 2. 4 more. 4 more. I just need 4 more right now. Bessemer Ventures. Is it this one? Probably. Yeah. Probably. That one doesn't fit great in a square, but that's the real world. I'm just gonna double check. This one looks like they have a better one I can just grab. Whoa, where is it though? Can't see it. All right, let's do copy image. Try this. What? What did that make? It's like literally a pixel high. Is this something to prevent people from capturing the image? I just gotta check this out because I'm just too nerdy about this. There's a clear image and then there's a background image. Aha! So here's the image that we want. There we go. Look at that. That one's higher quality. So 132. Great. So we want to put this in a little square. That is 308. There. Now it's square. Should we give them padding when they're like this? We should. We'll go back and do that in a second. Let's just grab some more. Founders Fund. All right, that one's easy. Is that really what they have for their mark? I gotta check that out. Founders Fund. That's totally what it is. Although it looks like those colors should just fill the space. They don't actually have a white border around it. They have a cool website though, huh? So what we can do is 128. Does that divide by 4 nicely? It does. 4 32 pixel high rectangles. Cool. Get rid of the border. This. Has anyone who uses Sketch notice that Sketch's eyedropper doesn't seem to work that well? Like, we'll do a test right here. Sketch would like to record this computer's screen. Well, that's interesting. You can do screen recording with Sketch. How does that happen? That'd be pretty sick. All right. So Sketch says this is FF2847. And then if I look at these two next to it, it's a little hard for me to tell on my external monitor, which is not quite as nice or bright as my other one. But let's see. Anyways, I can check this. FF2847. If I use my... Oh, I don't have it on this computer yet. All right. Take it back. I'm just gonna... Whoops. I'm not gonna compare it with anything. I'm just gonna use Sketch's color picker. It actually seems to be doing a fairly decent job. There we go. All right, this is gonna be Founders Founders Fund? Founder Fund? Founders Fund. Founders Fund. Founders Fund. All right, 2 more. Come on, Adam. Going slow. These are taking too long. Boom. GGV. Google, is that Google Ventures? GGV. Google Venture Capital. Boom. Got a nice one. Open image in new tab. Is that going to give me a bigger one? Feels like probably not. It is no Avante Romero. Avante Romero. I'll be curious to see what's going on with that. All right. Where's the list? Where's the list? IVP. Institutional Venture Partners. It's a super boring name, but they're one of the top firms. IVP.com. All right. There it is. Although, looks like I can probably grab an even better one from their website. There we go. All right, so this is all good. A16Z. Whoops, I need to artboard that sucker. Come on over here. I wish you could just do artboard and enter, but you can't. This is another huge pet peeve of mine. You click A for artboard because you're trying to work fast, because you want to go fast, because you want time to do other stuff besides making artboards. And then you have to come all the way over here and tap new from selection. I think 99.9% of the time I'm creating an artboard from a selection. All right. Anyhow, I just wasted a bunch of time talking about that. Google Venture. Google, I'll just call it Google Venture. Good enough, doesn't matter. Bessemer. Founders Fund. IVP. Great, and then for these square ones, to help them look nice, I think what I'll do, let's try 16 pixels of space on each side, so that's adding 32 onto each, in each direction. I can't tell, is this off-white or is this white? It's just white. Cool. Yeah, that looks decent. So let's do the same thing here. Plus 32, plus 32. And then background color is going to be this 111 3C or whatever that code was. Boom, boom. Same thing here. Plus 32. Plus 32. And center. Nice. All right, cool. We've got these. Fantastical. Let's just export these. We're going to include all the backgrounds. Fantastic. These are going to go into not startup logos. We need to make a new folder. It's going to go into VC logos. Boom, boom. All right, I think I'm pretty much done with images, placeholder images. So, all right, let's make a simple placeholder image. I'm curious. So I've got these at, my faces are at 240. My logos are 360. What are some of these at? 128. All right, let's make them at 128. Placeholders, because after this all I have is text, so I don't mind spending a little bit more time on these. So All right, we're just drawing our board. We're gonna use 128 by 128. And I'm gonna, this is gonna be inside the image that's styled. Okay, I'm gonna use, I forget if I updated to the latest. Awesome. Let's see. User group. Let's see. User group. Looks like I don't have it. By the way, Font Awesome, I feel like sometimes it's been difficult to use with Sketch and other times it's been easier. Oh. Come on. What did I must have made a typo or something, huh? All right. Get started with 5. Yes. No, come on. Use it locally. Basic use. You can play some blah 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 blah. Where's there just a download? Start for free. I don't want a code kit. I just want to download these font. Here we go. Download. I missed that the first time. All right, here we go. Web specific files. I want the OTF. I want the font. I want to use this locally. Here it is on the desktop. I just did this the other day and I felt like it was not difficult. Here we go. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of Font Awesome. Remove. So then I can update it with this. Now I've got Font Awesome, I've got the OTFs. Font Book. It's looking good. Yay. Okay, now I think it's gonna work swimmingly. All right, first I'm gonna find the icon I'm looking for. Search free. User. Oh, it's user friends that I was trying to think of, not user group. All right, I'm just gonna do. Oh, they have user and user alt. I'll just do user. All right, let's see if this works here. Awesome, free, and this is going to be a solid one. And I type in user, boom, there we go. Nice. So I have a placeholder for user. I also have a placeholder for company. Right? Company, there we go, building, that'll work. It's so cool, right? You just type it in. And then you also start learning the names for these things a little bit better. So we have startup, company, we have VC firm. Maybe a big bag of cash. Money, do we have a big bag of money? We have the money in the hand holding USD. That'll work. I mean, that's what they do. So let's do one more. Hand holding USD. Isn't that so cool? I think it's pretty nifty. All right, and then we will bump these up. That's probably big enough, huh? 64, 64. Shoot, I wish I had my color palette with me from my work computer, because then I could update these colors, but that's all right. It's for demo purposes. Anyways, this will be face placeholder. This will be startup logo placeholder. This will be VC placeholder. Logo, faces, VC firm. Cool. I think that's it. I think I'm set. Yeah? And let's see, I need to export these as images though. I wonder if I should make it a little bit bigger. Try to see, where's 100% zoom? So if these are small like that, it's okay. Let's try one more bump up. Let's do 72. It'll just be that much more clear. Fantastic. All right, let's get these exported, make exportable. Background color, include it, yay. Placeholders. Oh, that's interesting. I guess I need a folder. I guess I don't want to put them in a folder. Do I have to put them in a folder? I think I do. All right, let's cancel. So unfortunately, I think I have to put them each in its own folder. So new folder, faces, placeholder. Okay. Let's get a little happy image Optima. Boom, do it again. Okay, you're done. Startups, placeholder. And VC placeholder. Folder, VC place holder. Boom. All right, I think I've nailed my images. I think that'll give me everything I need for images. That's fantastic. All right, text. Now for text, you have to use text files. Actually, let's first start getting this ready. Let me start looking at this and adding data and just adding, what if I had all of this stuff? Oh yeah, that's cool. Then I get all of this and I turn off sketch data. And now let's make something here. So something that we often have, something I was doing earlier today, was a 40 by 40 pixel square with rounded corners, and then I had a name that was 16 pixels, and I think it was medium weight. So that's the name of this thing. 16 looks small. It's 40. I guess I'm zoomed in quite a bit, right? Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, and then I had a 16 pixels spacing. I think this was 20, 24, let's say. Okay, we got that centered. All right, cool. So let's say, and let's make this into a symbol real quick. This will be a syndicate. Table, cell, syndicate. Great. All right, so if I duplicate this a bunch, we have 6 things, so I don't have any of the names ready yet, but that's fine. Let's do them 40 pixels apart. Cool. Now I think what I can do is data, AL Venture sketch data. So these are syndicates. So these are pretty much going to be faces. So if I do that, do anything? No. Why? Because why? Okay, maybe I have to do it at the symbol level. Okay, now let's see what happens. Okay, cool. It all did that. And what if I refresh? Ha! Look at that. Cool, cool, cool. And let's see, make sure this is inside, and sure, that works for now. Sweet. All right, so already, look at this. I can start adding in these people's faces, and it's like, cool, they're not actual users I'm talking about. That's great. In 15 minutes, I'm going to crank out as many of these text things as I can, because that's the other part of the sketch data thing. Sketch data, AL Venture sketch data. What I need is I need to add text files to these things. So I think what I'm going to do is, for creating the text files, I think I'll use Visual Studio Code, which is kind of my code editor. And I'll just close out all the stuff that I've been working on real quick. Close all. Great, let's get a new file going. Here we go. I'm going to keep this open here so I remember what I'm doing. I'm just going to create the files real quick. So let's save as, this will be syndicates. Syndicates.txt. And I want to save it, and you know what? Let's get out of this project. Let's cancel this. Let's go to new file. There we go. And let's see, where does it give me for my default saving? Sweet, that works. Syndicates.txt. Save. Can I duplicate this? Now let's see what's the fastest way to duplicate it. Go up here and duplicate. And duplicate. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. All right. 1, 2, 3. And duplicate. Does it make 4? Yeah, it does. Sweet. Look at it. Look at this. Growing like rabbits. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I? 1 counts as. So I have 9. So I need 3 more. Cool. All right, I have syndicates. I have one ready to copy paste. Let's do that one first. It's going to be market. Markets and stages. Cool. So now I can go back and let's see. Can I just open this directory? Nice. Market stages, cool. So I think the way that you do this is You just have to separate things on a new line. We can test it out by saving this and then going back to sketch. And it'll be weird because these are people's names, but let's go to, come on, open up the symbol, and let's do data. Maybe it doesn't have it yet. Let's see. I may have to go to preferences again since I updated it. Let's see. It does have markets. Okay, cool. So this is text. So nice. So now I can go here. I can do refresh data. And I get that. All right, cool. And I see my, it would be helpful if my, if this thing grows. And let's say I want 16 pixels of padding too. So how does this work? Oh, come on. Work, work, work. There we go. That one got longer. I see what I need to do too. I need to do adjust content to resize. Cool, and you can pick all that stuff from the border as well. Nice. All right. Wait, why did this one move though? Why did this image get longer? Uh-oh. I need to make sure that doesn't happen. Great. Cool, they're all looking good. You can already start to see how this potentially saves a lot of time just inputting all this data. Great, let's get as many more done as I can. So let's get my list back. We got stages here. Stages, boom, save. And then what'll this one be? People names? Syndicate names are basically people names. How can I generate a bunch of people names quickly? I bet there's a website that will help me do that. You think so? Name, first and last, I guess just name generator. Not a business name, but a person name, character name, quick name. All right, let's try some of these out. I feel like this could be a fun sketch plugin. How many would I like to generate? I want 24. Female, yes. Flavor, ew, wow, weird. What type of character? Okay. Wow, this is way too much information. I want something way simpler than this. Random names, cool. Those are random names. These actually look pretty good. Can I get some more? First, let's put in these. And actually, I should put... Ralph is asking questions. So for my usability test, anyone in general is fine to recruit, right? I think so. I mean, again, assuming that what is people's impression of the site, if you're looking for the kind of stuff that I was talking about and thinking aloud about, then yeah. because I think that's really going to be their bar, is to be able to deliver the message, the compelling message and story for a first-time viewer. All right, what was I doing again? Did I copy some names? Let's rename. So these will be people names. How about I just say people? And then I've got, these are specifically female people though. Maybe I want to change it. So I'll save it and then I will rename to female names. Great. Are these all female names? I don't even know. I'm assuming they are. Let's get 50 names of both. So these look like a mix. Nice. These are a mix. I'm actually going to replace, I think it'd be ideal if we don't have to have 2 lists of names. We just have one. People. All right. And then, so people names, great. We've got that. Let's go to this one and rename this as startup names, startups. And so that's going to be pulling from that list of logos. Here we go. So I'll just enter in these 6 right now because these are the only ones that I have the logos for. So we have Rebel Architect and Designolo. And what's that one there? All right, let's close this for now. Have this be smaller. Design Visible. Design Torch. Designingly. Designello. There we go. Startups. Boom. Okay. What's next? VC firm names. Okay. Let me see if I can remember all these. Oops. Sketch and this open. Let's just resize this. I'm gonna keep flipping back and forth. This is gonna be easier. Startups and rename this to VCs. And we've got Andreessen Horowitz. I don't know if I spelled that right. Sequoia Capital. Bessemer Venture Partners. Founders Fund. Founders Fund. Google Ventures. Google Ventures? Google Venture? I don't remember which it is. IVP, which had some boring name that I should probably use. Let's see, what was it? IVP. IVP. What does it stand for? Is it just IVP? Just IVP. All right, it's just gonna be IVP. That makes things simple. Save that. And then what's next? Great. Placeholders don't need names. VC firm names. I'm combining syndicate and people's names. That's cool. Dollar amounts. Let's get some dollar amounts going. Rename. This is just going to be dollars under 1B. I'm gonna just set up my file names. Actually, I feel like doing that. Dollars under 1M and dollars under 1K. Great. So under a billion, can I get this to be generated for me too? Generate dollar amounts. Integer generator, maybe. Let's see. Random number generator, maybe. Let's see if any of these work here. Should have a value. So this is under a billion, so it should be. Whoa! What? I don't know what happened. All my screens went away. Some Mac thing I touched accidentally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be between a million and a billion. Format in 5 columns. Oh, I don't need. Let's see. Let's just do 1 column of 50. Get numbers. Cool. Can I? I wish it would format them nicely too. Well, maybe one of the other ones just dollar amounts. Let's see. Random generate dollar amounts with $sign. Ralph's asking, what do you usually use to record the video and audio? That's a good question, Ralph. So there are a couple of things that I'll usually use. It depends on whether it's in person or remote. In person, well, it's not supported anymore. Let's see if I have it on my computer. I use this program called Silverback, where you basically just give your computer over and someone can, once you start it, someone can use it, records their face and their screen. I don't know if it's still available. I think they quit the project. Ralph says it's remote, so it doesn't matter anyways. I just use my screencast, but if you have software like Zoom that can automatically record, I don't think Google Hangouts has recording, does it? Google Hangouts recording. How to record a meeting. Maybe. You can record video meetings for other people to watch later if you're the meeting organizer or the organizer's domain. Oh, how do you do this? You start or join a video meeting, you click more and you click record meeting. You wait for the recording to start. Other participants are notified when recording starts or stop. Oh, that's interesting. So I might try that. Zoom doesn't automatically record it. It's just Zoom has a recording function just like Google Hangouts. It looks like. So one of those two. And if your computer has enough power and you have plenty of battery and everything else is good, I would say you can also use a local screen capture as well. So you can use, I think QuickTime's pretty simple. The QuickTime player, I'll pull it up here. So you can do new screen recording, and then I have to set preferences, I guess. I've never done a QuickTime screen recording. So let's see, did QuickTime quit? Oh, is it 8 already? Hang on 1 minute. All right, gotta wrap this up. It's 8:02. Zoom lets you share screen. Yes, lets you share screen as well. Zoom, Hangouts, either one of these. And I was just gonna try to demo the QuickTime thing. QuickTime, you can do new screen recording. And you can I'll just do something really small here. You pick the window. And can I bring these options over? Oh, I can't bring the option. Oh, here they go. Here they come. Oh, come on. Come on. I can't bring the options onto the other screen, but there are options to include a microphone. Which I think you have to ask. Actually, I think you have to ask the other person to do the QuickTime recording if it uses the microphone. I don't remember. It's late and my brain is pretty much done for the day. All right. I gotta sign off here, but let's see. How far did I get? I don't have my money, but let's see. Do I have my AL sketch? AL Venture sketch data. There it is. Oh, come on. Keeps disappearing. Keep typing. How did I do? I have faces. I have face placeholder. I have female faces. Male faces if I need something specific. I've got startup logos. I've got a placeholder. I've got some VC logos. Got placeholder. I've got list of VCs started. This is great. All right, I'm gonna surprise my team tomorrow morning with this as we try to use it up and see if I can get them to help contribute and fill some of this stuff out in terms of text. Oh, this is gonna be great. And I can finally update some of the stuff I'm working on that's super cool, and maybe we can show it on AngelList Dribble, which I've been wanting to do for a long time, which is another cool thing that all this, fake data allows you to do. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me. I'm sorry I didn't see your chats until later on, but Ralph, Cho, Venagu, Janice, RJ. Who else was here today? Avante Romero. All right. Sweet. All right. Happy designing. Have a great rest of the week. Enjoy your weekend. And I hope to see you next Thursday night. Adios. Oh yeah, I have to close this thing. Where's my control? Here we go. Bye now.